Do you think you could get elected in Texas being anti-gun?
Do I think I could get elected in Texas being anti-gun? One thing about if me in politics is to give you a direct statement right there is playing a game that I'm not interested in playing.
Okay,
To give you a direct statement right there.
Have you ever thought about why speaking out gets people into trouble these days? Do you think Hollywood really promotes different ideas? Or do you think this is just an illusion? And how can a simple thank you turn into an argument that splits an entire industry?
First off, I want to thank God, because that's who I look up to.
These questions may seem simple, but they get to the heart of a much bigger problem in our society, a clash of values that has caused fights in the entertainment business and beyond.
And look, as divided as our country is, this gun responsibility issue is one that we agree on more than we don't.
Matthew McConaughey, a Hollywood actor known for his famous performances and engaging manner, has found himself in the middle of this argument, not just for his playing, but also for taking a strong stance against what many see as the restricting aspect of woke culture.
Throw somebody's, illegitimize them because they say they are a believer. It's just so arrogant.
By coming out, he has questioned the customs of an industry that often puts itself on inclusion, but may need to catch up in certain areas. This has started a conversation outside of Hollywood about bigger issues like religious freedom, free speech, and what it really means to be diverse.
America, you and me, we are not as divided as we were being told we are.
It all began with a simple thank you. At an awards event, McConaughey did what many actors do. He showed thanks. But this wasn't just an ordinary thank you. He praised God, a gesture that should be regular, but in Hollywood, it had made an impact.
First off, I want to thank God, because that's who I look up to. He's graced my life with opportunities that I know are not of my hand or any other human hand. He has shown me that it's a scientific fact that gratitude reciprocates.
The entertainment business, known for its leftist leanings, often avoids talks about religion, especially from a conservative viewpoint. So, when McConaughey openly thanked God, many people were surprised.
When you got God, you got a friend, and that friend is you.
By thanking God, McConaughey was not just showing personal thanks, he was also making a statement about the importance of faith in his life. In a show with Joe Rogan, Matthew highlighted this point while strongly defending his beliefs.
And when I thank God, I saw some of those people go to clap, but then notice that, whoa, this could be a bad thing on my resume, and then sit back on their hands.
Some of these Hollywood stars praised his bravery in openly talking about his religion, but others were uncomfortable, viewing it as a step backward in an industry that has long pushed liberal and progressive principles.
I've seen people read the room and go, whoa, that wouldn't bode well for me in the future. If for getting a job or getting votes or what have you.
But why has this simple show of thanks caused such a stir? The answer lies in Hollywood's complicated dynamics, in which some ideas are honored while others are quietly ignored.
If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public.
Hollywood has long been an example of progressive beliefs, supporting problems such as social equality, environmental care, and LGBTQ+ rights. These are certainly important issues, but McConaughey's public statement of religion showed a major gap in the industry's attitude to diversity, religious and intellectual variety.
One of them is something to look up to, another is something to look forward to, and another is someone to chase.
McConaughey has seen how some opinions, especially those that do not fit the ruling progressive mold, are often ignored or rejected. In his opinion, this leads to an environment in which real variety needs to be added, and only certain sorts of views are heard. McConaughey's attitude is about more than simply religion. It is about free speech and the freedom to share one's thoughts without fear of being canceled.
Do you think political office is in your future? Can you see that?
If it's where I would deem myself to be most useful,
Yeah.
yes.
This fight goes beyond the entertainment industry. It is about what it means to be really open. McConaughey's acts have brought this problem to light, creating a talk that goes beyond Hollywood.
And I'm asking you, will you please ask yourselves, can both sides rise above? Can both sides see beyond the political problem at hand and admit that we have a life preservation problem on our hands?
McConaughey's actions push us to face this topic head-on. By stepping up, he has tested America's commitment to diversity, asking the country to turn its words into action.
Enough with the counterpunching, enough with the invalidation of the other side. Let's come to the common table that represents the American people. Find a middle ground, the place where most of us Americans live anyway.
Reactions to McConaughey's behavior have been mixed, to say the least. Some believe he has the right to share his views, valuing free speech and seeing his stance as refreshing in an industry dominated by progressive ideas. Others, however, think his views are outdated and not in sync with social change, and could hinder the industry's push for acceptance and equality, viewing his actions as a step backward.
Am I wrong here? You are religious in some way.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to bring this up in this day and age when people go, no, I'm not religious, I'm only spiritual. You know what the Latin root of religion is? Re-legare. And legare means to bind together. Re means again. Well, in a world that's saying I'm only spiritual because I want unity, that's exactly what religion means.
This argument underscores a bigger problem in Hollywood: the battle to strike a balance between pushing progressive ideas and accepting various views. While the entertainment business has made great progress in supporting variety based on color, gender, and sexual orientation, it seems to struggle with recognizing intellectual diversity.
We got to make choices, make stands, embrace new ideas, and preserve the traditions that can create true progress.
What is then the meaning of McConaughey's actions? Well, this shows a bigger problem that is becoming more relevant in today's society: the conflict between free speech and cancel culture. In a time where every word can be examined and every view may spark a reaction, the issue of what can and cannot be spoken out has never been more important. McConaughey's choice to come out against woke culture is risky, but it also sends a strong message about the value of free speech.
We got to take a sober, humble, and honest look in the mirror and rebrand ourselves based on what we truly value. What we truly value.
McConaughey's critique of this society stresses the effects of silencing views that do not fit into the standard storyline. Look at how he made his bold stance toward the purchase of guns.
We need to raise the minimum age to purchase an AR-15 rifle to 21. We need a waiting period for those rifles. We need red flag laws and consequences for those who abuse them.
McConaughey's stance against cancel culture defends not only his right to express himself, but also the rights of others to share differing views. He believes that true diversity includes accepting other views and opinions, including those that may threaten the status quo.
It's what we're doing in society now. I mean, we're making people persona non grata because of something they do. Or you can't erase someone's entire existence. Where the heck does some forgiveness go?
His actions have brought Hollywood to a critical point. Will it embrace a broader view of diversity, including different ideological and religious perspectives, or will it continue to limit its scope? This is a question for all of society, not just Hollywood.
We got a chance right now to reach for and to grasp a higher ground above our political affiliations. A chance to make a choice that does more than protect your party.
By challenging industry norms, McConaughey is paving the way for others to follow. His willingness to speak out, even when unpopular, highlights the importance of free speech and critical thinking in driving progress. It encourages people to think critically about their ideals and to fight for what they believe in, even if it means going against the grain. We all can make a difference, whether by questioning norms, standing up for values, or engaging in difficult conversations.
I was as strong spiritually with my relationship with God when I did True Detective as I've ever been.
McConaughey's actions tell us that real growth does not include silencing opinions that do not fit into the popular story. Rather, it entails accepting the broad range of views and values that define who we are. This helps us to build a truly open world in which everyone has the chance to express themselves and be heard. So, what does the future hold for Hollywood and the bigger cultural landscape? Will McConaughey's efforts result in a more open and welcoming industry, or will the status quo continue? Well, only time can answer these questions. But one thing is certain: McConaughey's situation has already had an effect. Now, it's your turn to join the conversation. Do you think Hollywood can embrace a broader spectrum of ideas, or is it stuck in an echo chamber? How do you feel about the balance between free speech and cancel culture? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more debates on woke culture. Stay tuned for more.